Hey guys, if you're new here, my name is Cynthia Williams. I am the creator of the Change Your Habits, Change Your Life program. And today we're going to talk about you can't drop the pounds. So you can't drop the pounds. So you're eating 1,200 calories a day and you can't lose weight. You're doing all the same things that you used to do to lose weight that used to work and they're not working now. You're doing a ton of exercise and you can't drop the weight. So we're going to talk about all those reasons, what's going on, and how you can make changes to drop the weight. So let's go. All right, guys, so let's talk about, these are the three most common reasons or whatever when clients come to me initially that they say that they can't drop the weight. They're doing these things, but the weight is just not coming off. There are a lot more reasons why it could be, but we're just gonna talk about these three for purposes of this video today. So you can't drop the pounds, right? You're doing all the things that you know to do, that you think to do that should work. Why is the weight not coming off? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about number one. I'm eating 1,200 calories a day. And that 1,200 calories a day is, I can't remember exactly where it comes from, but it comes from something a long time ago. And it's just a number that has been thrown out there that people associate with weight loss. But that doesn't mean it equals weight loss, right? Especially if you've been eating 1,200 calories a day and you're not dropping weight. So what happens? Eating that 1,200 calories a day, you'll hear this term thrown around, starvation mode. Starvation mode is a made-up fitness term. There is no such thing as starvation mode. What there is what's called metabolic adaptation. And so what happens when we continually eat low calories for an extended period of time, we metabolically adapt to those calories coming in. So if we're eating very low calories, your metabolism is going to slow down. That's your body's response to low energy. And I'm going to refer to food as energy because that's what it is. So when low energy is coming in, your body is going to ramp down all of the energy processes inside of the body to meet the amount of food or energy coming in. So you are slowing your metabolism by eating less, okay? Now, if you compound that with number three, which will come to a bunch of cardio, you're really doing some damage and you're not going to drop any weight. You're going to slow your metabolism and it's going to backfire on you, but we'll come back to that. So actually, you don't want to, when you're in a weight loss mode, you want to slowly decrease calories. You want to do it incrementally and you want to go slow. Stop trying to drop 10 pounds in 30 days because we all know that backfires. You end up putting that weight back on and plus more, which is what we're going to come to here with number two, why that happens. So incrementally, slowly drop calories, okay? And then when you come to a plateau, you haven't dropped any weight, you're not seeing any changes for 10 days, 2 weeks, something like that, then make an adjustment again to your calories, okay? Don't go from eating a ton of calories, like I'm shooting this video and it's just right after the holidays and you've had, a huge surplus over the holidays of eating and enjoying yourself and blah, blah, blah. And come January 1, you decide, well, I'm just gonna eat 1,200 calories a day. And you've been eating 2,000, 2,100 calories a day. That 800 calorie deficit, you might drop some weight initially, yes, because you're in a calorie deficit, but it's gonna come and you're gonna reach a plateau. And at this 1,200 calorie mark, you're gonna stop dropping weight. And you're gonna be like, what's going on? And you're gonna get frustrated. And you can't really drop lower, guys. You can't go to 1,000, 800, 900 calories a day. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. And what ends up happening is binging, poor relationships with food. A lot of negatives come out of being in such a low calorie deficit for an extended period of time. So if you've been eating high calorie, slowly, let's say you've been eating 2,000 calories a day, drop to 1,800 and see what kind of results you get at that. Then go to 17, 16, eventually are working your way down like that. Not big deficits like this because it backfires. And again, you have this metabolic adaptation that takes over and then you're screwed basically because you can't lose any more weight at 1,200 calories. So slow incremental changes, okay? Number 2, I'm doing all the things that I used to do to drop weight and nothing's working. So this is metabolic adaptation in another version. So every time you do something drastic to drop weight, your body learns that, okay? Your body is always trying to become the most efficient it can be at whatever you're asking of it, whether it's exercise, nutrition, whatever it is that you're putting, the stress that you're putting on the body, it's always gonna try and become very efficient and adapt to that to make you live a long life. It's like your body's way of trying to make you live with the least amount of stress, basically, okay? So every time you've done some kind of drastic measure, like gone from 2,000 calories to 1,200, or gone from no exercise to 2 hours a day of exercise, you are going to adapt to that process, and your body learns it. So the next time that you go and you attempt this, whatever it may be, reducing calories, increasing exercise type thing to drop weight, your body is somewhat going to resist you doing that because it has learned from it. It's adapted to that situation, and it keeps you or prevents you, your body's preventative response to keeping you from doing those drastic measures to lose weight. Because when you do those drastic measures, that's stress on the body. And like I said, your body's always trying to have the least amount of stress possible. That's the way that we're built. So every time you continue to do these drastic, crazy, fad diets, crash diets, super amount of exercise that you can't keep up for a sustainable amount of time, your body's gonna learn it and it's gonna resist it every single time. And that's why it stops working over time, or it gets harder and harder. It takes longer and longer each time to lose the weight. When doing the drastic measures to get there, you know you're gonna put it right back on because you're just repeating that cycle, right? Okay, so stop crash dieting, stop reducing calories, stop doing all that crazy stuff. Just sink into the thought of doing it once and doing it right and taking an extended amount of time to get it off, get the weight off, okay? So, number 3, I'm doing 2 hours of cardio 6 days a week. Again, so two scenarios kind of here. One, if you went from doing absolutely nothing to this extreme amount of exercise, are you gonna drop weight initially? Sure, because it's a new stimulus, it's a change. But are you gonna plateau with that pretty quickly? Yeah, actually. Why? Again, because your body is trying to, again, become efficient and adapt at whatever you're asking it to do. The way that the body becomes efficient at cardio is breaking down muscle tissue. You don't need to have a lot of muscle for cardio. It's more of an endurance type sport, right? So we need good respiratory and cardiovascular strength, not necessarily a lot of muscle to complete this activity. Well, that's bad because muscle equals a higher metabolism. The more muscle you have, the more calories you burn throughout the day. And that's another video I'm doing, the 4 ways that you burn calories throughout the day. You can check out my YouTube channel for that, or I'll put the link in this down in the post of this one as well. But so one, if you go from doing nothing to an extreme amount of exercise, the likelihood of burnout at that point of this is going to happen. Why? Because you're doing so much exercise that it's not sustainable. This is not something that you can keep up. I don't know most general population individuals that could keep up with a 2-hour workout schedule a day, 6 days a week. That's just insane. That's too much time, right? It's not sustainable and it's not a lifestyle. I love exercise. It's my job. It's what I do for a living. I don't want to exercise for 2 hours a day, 6 days a week. That would suck the enjoyment out of it for me, right? I want to enjoy it. I want to get in there. I want to be intense. I want to be diligent. I want to work hard, and I want to get results, right? So doing 6 hours or 6 days a week of 2 hours of cardio is not going to work. Like I said, one, it's going to break down muscle tissue, which is going to slow your metabolism, just like eating 1,200 calories a day. And 2, it is not sustainable. It's not sustainable, okay? So just like gradually decreasing your calories, gradually do exercise. So you always want to meet your weight loss results eating the most amount of food as possible, doing the least amount of activity as possible. Why? Because we're going to plateau at some point. We are going to metabolically adapt to that activity level. You need to leave yourself room to grow. So you need to leave yourself a little bit of space to increase activity or decrease your food intake. If you start out with the max of the lowest amount of calories and the most amount of exercise, when you plateau, you have nowhere to go, and you're most likely going to put the weight back on. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this makes you think twice about your nutrition program and the exercise program that you choose. You're always welcome to join my Change Your Life, Change Your Habit. That link will be in the bottom of this as well to click on. And it walks you through completely how to adjust calories, increase, decrease calories. It's exercise program, it's nutrition advice, regimens, recipes. It's the full gamut of everything that you need to create a sustainable, healthy lifestyle. So you can check that out below. My free ebook link will be down below as well. Maybe you're not ready to commit to a program. It's a great ebook, again, that's full of information to help you make more educated choices when you are picking a weight loss, fitness, health-related wellness journey goal. So, all right, check those links out below. Subscribe if you like this video. Give me a thumbs up. Comment on other subjects that you would like me to touch on, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.